Hello, my name is John Curran, and this video is to answer the interview questions that I missed in my last video for my music audition video. So thank you for allowing me to do a separate video for these questions. So to get right into it, why do you want to attend Ocean's Edge, and how do you expect the experience to impact you in the present and the future? Um, well, I think to kind of first started off, I heard about you guys through a family friend who went there. It's my parents' friend's niece, so I don't exactly remember her name, but when I heard everything that she went through, the year-long program, and then after that she had gone to a church, and I heard that she did some work with Corey Asbury, and so immediately that kind of piqued my interest, and hearing that, and especially the just the fact that it's a 10-month intensive program, um, definitely piqued my interest. I'm 25 years old. I feel like I know what I want to do. I don't need all the general education, kind of like maths and sciences and stuff like that. I feel like God has been pulling me towards worship ministry for some time now, and I've looked into other schools, and something about Ocean's Edge just always kept calling back to me. You guys are in Florida, and it's 10 months, like I said already, but it really just sounds awesome. And I think the ability to meet other Christian musicians, I think, is going to be huge. Like-minded people. I'm very excited to meet them, and I think that the staff at Ocean's Edge, I've heard great things about the staff, and I've seen the student to staff ratio is very nice. So I'm very excited for kind of some one-on-ones with the staff, and just to develop some good solid Christian relationships with other Christian musicians and the staff there. I think you guys have a lot to offer, and also I feel like I have a lot to learn. Um, I know that I don't know everything, and that I'm very much excited to learn about the ministry part behind a worship minister. Um, I don't necessarily want to be worship leader, but I want to be a worship minister, and that entails so much more than just getting up on stage and singing and giving praise to God. It entails so much more than that, and I'm so excited to hopefully get down there and start to learn about the ministry side of things. And I know my voice, needs a little bit of work, and I'm very excited to learn just how I can absolutely be the best I can, and just glorify God in the utmost, just pleasant way, to the best of my abilities. So I think that's the appeal to me of Ocean's Edge. Presently, I think that, like I said, my voice. I've never taken voice lessons before. It's kind of been something that I've developed over the past a long time. I've been a part of the worship band at my church for 10 plus years. I've been through different worship leaders, different members of the bands, developed many good Christian relationships, and I think that that experience is going to help me. But I also know that I have so much to learn, and I feel like you guys have so much to offer at the same time. In the future, like I said, I hope that I can learn the ministry aspect behind worship ministry, and just be the very biblically sound, and um, just be a great Christian, and just glorify God in the best way that I can. Um, that's really all I want. I want to, because I know worship ministry is. I feel that there's something that you get through worship that you don't get through listening to a sermon. Um, I feel that worship can be so intimate and close to God, and I love that. I've always loved that. It's always appealed to me. I started uh, when I was about eight or nine or something like that. I picked up drum lessons from there. I knew I was very musically gifted, um, and I didn't take it to the church right away. I just kind of practiced my drums at home, but the church that I went to, a little off topic, but I was born into a church, Mid Rivers Christian Church, so I've been in a Christian church for the entire 25 years of my life. Almost never have missed a Sunday. It's something that I love. I love to do. I love to go. I love to interact and mingle with people, and I love to get closer to God every Sunday or every day as much as I can. But when I was about 14 years old, we had a worship minister at our church. His name was Ryan, and he kind of took me under his wing. He saw that I was very musically gifted, and kind of gave me that invite from the youth band downstairs to the big bands up in the sanctuary, and he saw something special in me that I'm forever grateful for him to this day. And sorry, my screen went dark. Um, but so he saw something special in me, and he cultivated this just love for God and this passion for Jesus, and this passion for worshiping Him, and the intimacy behind it, and that was huge. That was huge to me. It really opened my eyes, and so he kind of mentored me. Because I played drums for most of the years. I didn't pick up guitar until he showed me. He just kind of showed me some few basic chords, and I kind of just took off from there, which is another reason why he knew I was very musically gifted. It just kind of picked up with me very easily, and I would say that when I started going to CIY, like Believe in middle school, and then CIY in high school, that was really when I realized that I needed God. I needed God every day and every moment of my life, and that was really I can't really pinpoint it to one exact moment, but just over the years, I've just grown closer. I've realized how much I need God in my everyday life, and how much I want to glorify Him every day, not just Sundays, but every day. And that was huge. And so I'm 25 now, so I've been doing this for 10 plus years. So I can't really say how and when did I become a Christian, because I feel like I've been a Christian my whole life. But if I pinpoint it to when I really realized that I needed God, that I couldn't live this life without God, that was probably somewhere in between 15, 16 years old, and I started to get deeper into the worship at my church. And then Ryan left. He went on to bigger and better things at a different church out in California. And so I've been through a lot of different worship leaders, and different bandmates and everything. And I do have a passion for drums, but I think my main passion is being up and leading, and just playing guitar, and might be a little all over the place right now, but I didn't want to script it too much. I just wanted to talk from the heart, so I hope you can understand that. So excuse my pauses or anything like that, but I fully expect to. I know I have so much to learn. That's really all I can keep saying, is I know I have so much to learn, and you guys have so much to offer. And I think that the Christian fellowship around this place is going to be absolutely huge. I could have gone to a university where there's tons of people there for all different purposes, but I think the appeal of Ocean's Edge, and everybody's there for pretty, worship, but there's different the production and stuff like that I've seen on your guys' website. But I'm so excited to build strong Christian relationships that last a lifetime with fellow students and also the staff. I know I'm a little bit all over the place right now, so let me kind of get back to describe your salvation experience and any significant spiritual events in your life. Really, a lot of my big spiritual moments were at CIY. Like I said, that was when I decided to get baptized. Was when I was 15 years old. It was my first CIY in high school. I was either in 8th grade going into a freshman, or I was a freshman at the time. Can't exactly remember, but I knew when my first Believe or CIY, I was in that worship sanctuary with that big band, and the power behind that, and just looking around and seeing thousands of other people's hands up and worshiping and glorifying God it just gave me butterflies, and it still gives me butterflies to this day. And I absolutely loved that the worship leader and the band were just able to bring the whole congregation together like that, and to just feel that intimacy with God. And that was when I knew. It's like it clicked. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that this was what God had called me to do. And you might ask, well, you're 25. Why are you just now reaching out when you're 25? Well, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. I took a lot of detours along the way, maybe kind of reluctant to take this step, or to really dive fully into it. And I think it wasn't until I was about 22 or 23 where I really just kind of fully surrendered. I was like, God, I'm done running from this. I'm done taking detours and tiptoeing around this. I'm ready. I'm ready to take this step and glorify you for the rest of my life every day as much as I can, and to lead people on a Sunday morning, and just feel that intimacy with you that I've experienced. That's huge to me. Is I want other other people in the congregation or all around the world to just feel that same intimacy and closeness with God that I feel when I worship. It's hard to describe. It just gives me butterflies inside, and I get my closest moments with God when I'm just eyes closed, hands up, deep into a song, just worshiping. There's just nothing better. There's nothing better to me, and I know that my music is a God-given gift, and I know that this is why He gave me that gift. He gave me this ability to pick up an instrument and just be able to play it, and just for this reason. I know that this is what He's called me to do, and I couldn't be more excited to hopefully get down and start learning and working on my voice a little bit. But really I want to be close with God and develop these Christian relationships. For the 10th time that I've said that now, sorry. But I really hope that in the interview after this, if I get one, that I can kind of explain a little bit more. I wanted to talk from the heart on this video, so it's coming up on almost 15 minutes now, so sorry for the length, but yeah, if there's anything else I can say or do, let me know. But thank you guys for the time. I hope you see my heart and my passion behind this, because I'm excited. It gets me excited. It gets me giddy. So I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and I know God's been waiting for me to take for this moment for a long time too. And I just, we're both smiling right now. I can just feel it, and I'm so excited. So sorry if I tiptoed around everything. This wasn't a perfect video, but I hope that it got my point across on why I want to come to you guys, and how it can impact me in the present and in the future. and also any of my salvation experiences. I hope that I can maybe describe those a little bit more, because if I described every spiritual, close spiritual event in my life, we'd be sitting here for 2 or 3 hours. So I'm not trying to have a video that long, but like I said, I hope you just see my heart and my passion for this, and thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to my video.